Merry meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. And this is a 2-week reading for all Taurus, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, starting today, the 9th of September, 2023. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Heather. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Heather, and thank you so much, Dre. And thank you, Taurus and friends of Taurus, for joining us. If you're watching us on a restream on YouTube and you don't feel like watching me shuffle, that's fine. You can just use that timestamps right in the video description to fast forward through all that shuffling. It's probably going to be clumsy shuffling because look at how big these cards are. I'm reading with the Stone Visconti Tarot by Lily Stone today, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I've already purified with this Roger and Gallet Extra Vieille Cologne. You can find information about purchasing each of these products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us. And you can watch on Twitch ads-free when you subscribe to us on Twitch. If you're, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Taurus. Oh, you got me on a great day. Hopefully I give you a great reading. Sometimes when I'm a little bit sort of tired, I give the best reading. So this may be good for you. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, Taurus, this goes out to a lot of Taurus. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to make any sense to you, or maybe it doesn't apply to you, it may indeed just not be your reading. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, or remember that we have a general reading for all signs every day except for Monday. Usually we also have a weekly pick-a-card reading, but because I had some family issues on Sunday, I didn't get that done this week. Hopefully we'll get that done tomorrow for next week. You can find all the most recent streams of my tarot readings right on my website, ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Simply click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can go to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks to give a donation on the platform if you prefer. We also have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com, where we make a small commission off of each and every sale. That's just another way that you can give us some support. We appreciate your support, but mostly we just appreciate that you're here, Taurus. So I'm going to cut this deck, and we're going to see what's in the cards for the next 2 weeks for all you gorgeous Taurus, okay? Come here. Okay. Ooh, we've got, get it together, Ariel. Yes, that is a queen, queen of coins. I've got to be careful of this Visconti deck because a lot of the cards look like other cards, so I get pulled off track very easily, but that is definitely a queen of coins. This is a 6 of swords, and this is an ace of swords. Yay, Taurus, look at you, moving right through it all. You had whatever was going on that you had maybe some, I don't know, some conflict or maybe fears of some problems. You immediately looked within. You immediately called upon a higher power, what we call the solar light a lot of times here when we get these 6s. And you've immediately thrust yourself into a victory. So I'm just so happy. I love it anytime I see one of these aces of swords. Now, this particular deck likes the hilt on the top, but that's fine. I love it when I see the ace of swords, and I love it when I see the 6 of swords, because the ace of swords is that you're the winner, and you deserve to win, by the way. This is because you're the righteous winner. You deserve to win. And this is also, when it's following the 6 of swords, Taurus, it's talking about winning in a way that everybody wins. So you're winning in a way that you're not creating losers. Everybody wins. Even if it seems like somebody loses on the physical, in the particular way that you're winning, there's great lessons for them. There's great gifts for them. So they're not losing. They're actually winning, even though it may not seem so at the surface level. But you definitely at the surface level and at the deep levels are coming out as the winner, Taurus. So good for you. And that may not have completely come to fruition yet, that you're seeing that winningness, but it's there and you're on the right trajectory. So keep doing what you're doing, especially in regards to that solar light, especially in regards to allowing a higher power to do for you the things that you cannot do for yourself, and knowing that it's okay that there's things that you can't do for yourself. That's the part of this whole arrogance of the ego mind, is this idea that there's some sort of weakness to say there's things I can't do for myself and that I need help with. Somehow that means that you're weak, or that you're defective, or that there's something wrong with you. And that's just an ego ploy. And you know that I'm right about that, but it's one thing to know that intellectually, and it's another thing to demonstrate that so handily, as you are doing now, Taurus. And so keep calling on that higher power to help you in the areas that you can't help yourself, and recognize that it's not only is it okay for you not to be able to know what to do, or to not always have the power by yourself to do the things that need to be done. Not only is it okay to know that, but that it's wonderful to know that. It's empowering to know that. Isn't it nice to know that if that if you've spent so many years as a lion thinking that you're supposed to act like a snail, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, I get it, I'm a lion, I'm not supposed to act like a snail. How stress-free now. I can just be myself, right? And that's you. You're realizing that there's ways that you've been trying to force yourself to know things and do things and be things that you were never intended to know, do, and be. And now you're just allowing that the powers of the universe that are in charge of those things that you're not capable of, and you were never supposed to be capable of, to handle those things for you. And how much more peaceful life is for you now. And if it's not that way, you can see that you're on the right track. You're on the right track toward that kind of peace. And it's interesting to see a sword and say peace, right? Because swords are all about conflict. But in the midst of conflict, you can find peace. And that's exactly what these two swords are talking about. That's the power of spirit. The power of spirit is that the spirit can use anything. Spirit can use anything that's in front of you to lead you home. And that's exactly what's happening. And you've been really working very diligently on what you're good at, and letting the universe take care of the stuff that you're not good at, and that knowing that it's okay that you're not good at those things, and you were never meant to be good at those things. Isn't that wonderful? It's so liberating. It's so freeing. Now you just get to be Taurus. This Queen of Coins is a wonderful depiction of who you are as a Taurus, right? Because Taurus's motto is I have. Sometimes I own, but I have. And I have is a great motto. And the things that you possess both physically and non-physically are very sacred and important to you. And learning to find the wisdom within that motto of I have is exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're doing it perfectly. So keep it up and keep calling on that higher power, whatever you want to call it. But if you're interested in working with the solar light, you can use one of our solar light meditations. I have 2 that I recorded, and you can just go to YouTube and search Gatoga solar light. And you can learn how to run that energy. And what that does is it helps to not only remind you that there's things that you don't need to be in charge of, that the universe can help you with, but it also it gives you a process to run that energy through your whole mind, body, and aura, so that you are constantly oriented toward that, so that you do what you're good at and let Spirit take care of the rest in a very, very profound way. The Death card. Oh, Death, you need to be in the shot, Death. Death. Be nice. Okay, then we've got this 3 of Cups. And then we've got this Emperor card. Isn't that wonderful? My goodness. I love the Emperor on top of the Ace of Swords. Ooh, are you not looking forward to absolute power? Absolute power. And it's absolute power guided so that it's not a corrupted kind of power. See, because power can corrupt if it's used by the ego, but when it's running through you as the solar light, there's no corruption possible. All you get is the power that is your birthright. And what this Emperor likes to remind us is that we are executives within our own empire. And your life is your empire. And it is up to you to rule your empire. Now, you're not going to be one of those rulers that is ineffective or cruel, because you are being guided by infinite intelligence. You have allowed yourself to be guided in those areas that you're not sure about or that you're not good at, and etc. And that's what a good emperor does. A good emperor doesn't try to be all things to all people. A good emperor just makes sure that they have a great advisors around them, a great court that takes over in those areas that they're not either skilled at, educated in, or interested in, right? And that's what you are amassing. You're amassing sort of like this spiritual court. And that's what this Three of Cups on top of this Six of Swords is all about, is as you do your spiritual work, Taurus, and those of you that are doing spiritual work, this is really for you. Those of you that aren't really doing spiritual work, it might be a time to start thinking about it. But those of you that are in the midst of this spiritual work, what that's doing for you is, like I said, it's like amassing a psychic court around you of helpers, angelic helpers, spirit helpers, whatever you want to call them, to enable you to be effective as the emperor, instead of thinking that you have to do it all by yourself. That way, when you need protection, you call on that part of your court. You call upon the military. Go protect me. When it's time to do some sort of a negotiation with a neighboring empire, you call upon that part of the court, that committee, and you say, help me with this negotiation. You send my ambassador or whatever. And that's what you're learning how to do, is that sort of delegation in your empire. So not only do you have spiritual court, but you're learning how to have a manifestation of that in your own physical world, that you have people that you can rely on, that you have people that are expert in areas that you're not expert, that you can go to and get advice from, right? And that's, like I said, it starts out with this spiritual understanding, but then it manifests as people, and what the Course in Miracles calls mighty helpers. The universe sends you mighty helpers, and those mighty helpers are your court. And you possibly act as that in other people's empire too. You might be the advisor and the helper for other people. You might be one of those mighty helpers in other people's empire, right? Now, this Death card is talking about how, as you're just focusing on what you're good at and where you shine, and you are allowing infinite intelligence to take over those areas that that you're not meant to really be in charge of, you're killing off, in a good way, so many distractions. You're killing off so many things in your life that you used to think that were your responsibility that now you don't have. And just be aware of that, and just acknowledge all of that energy that you're no longer wasting, all of that energy that you're no longer expending on doing, being, and having things that have nothing to do with you, because you thought you had to be everything. And now you're realizing, no, I don't. I have to be a very small thing, and focusing on on only the things that I'm good at. Then what that does is it frees up so much energy so that I can call into my existence all of the help that I need for those areas that I'm not supposed to be good at. And that's how I'm the emperor. That's how I have all the power. That's why this is you talking. That's why I'm the winner, because I'm being the genius here. That's the genius way of living. The genius way of living is saying, I'm good at these things. And that's not minimizing you. That's not belittling you. You're saying, this is what I love. These are the things that I'm good at. These are the things that I'm going to nurture. Everything else, I'm calling in those mighty helpers to come and help me so that I can have my empire functioning at peak. And that's exactly what you're doing. I'm so thrilled for you. You are doing everything right. And I just say it sucks not to be Taurus today. So good for you. All right, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Heather and Dre, and we will see you in 2 weeks, Taurus. Blessed be.